Yeah. Hey, Ron, my motherfucking man, let's go. Yeah. B-Rain, yeah. Cloud Gang. We Cloud Gang. Never really thought about this one. They say I'm from the D like a piston. Went from a broke boy to a rich one. Fuck about a dollar, man, I'm all about the vision. Fuck the Instagram picture, come and follow me. I'ma help you get your life together like the lottery. Be everything you gotta be, no sugar-coated Halloween. We look inside with honesty, man, what I need a mask for robbery. And I'ma go for broke and you know this. Get him up the coke and dope cause he hopeless. Looking all cold with toast when he loaded. You ain't gotta overdose on this dope shit. I met God in a jail cell, said he got the top bunk. I met the devil in a hotel, said he wondered why us. I was always reaching for the coattails, that's how I got locked up. Now they see me living life so well, they ain't never stop us. Some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Come on, some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Let's go. Got a lot on my mind, I gotta unload it. Stop for a little bit of time, gotta focus. Look into the sky, know the God unfolded. Everything in my life, I just wrote it. Put it on the pad, then I add the facts. And I taking it to the back of the Cadillac. Still here, I don't gotta feel bad for that. And I got it all back before I had to rap. And I gotta give it out when I see them when they down. When they sitting on the couch, wondering what life is about. That'll let me get a sound, I can let her know we down. Now you never running out, we getting better right now. We getting better right now, I ain't never running out, we getting better right now. We getting better right now, I ain't never running out, we getting better right now. And I gotta let them know that I'm here for the meantime. It don't matter if I got a little bit of clean time. Throwing up a peace sign, let them know that we shine. About to rewrite the definition of free time. I was a dude buying beats off of YouTube. Running with the crew, didn't think it was too cool. Do what suit you, do what you do. Long as you help somebody struggling to pull through. I met God in a jail cell, said he got the top bunk. I met the devil in a hotel, said he wondered why us. I was always reaching for the coattails, that's how I got locked up. Now they see me living life so well, they ain't never stop us. Some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Come on, some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Let's go. Hey man, and if every single day that we take the opportunity to reflect on our day and reflect on the good things and the bad things and the way that we can grow and change and be better, then we will grow, change, and be better. Let's go. I met God in a jail cell, said he got the top bunk. I met the devil in a hotel, said he wondered why us. I was always reaching for the coattails, that's how I got locked up. Now they see me living life so well, they ain't never stop us. Some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Come on, some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Let's go.
We are Cloud Gang.
And we are Cloud Gang. We are Cloud Gang.
We are the Cloud Gang.
Yo, and we are live. What's up, yo? Thanks for tuning into A.live podcast, episode 12 with Matt C, aka Matty Ice. And that was B-Rain on the daily. And the reason that I played that old video of B-Rain's is because that was really the first time I met Matt. Matt's a good dude, man. He's got several nicknames. We call him Matty Ice. We call him, you know, the official roadie of Cloud Gang. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, episode 12 with Matty Ice. Yo, what's up, Matt? How you doing today, bro?
I'm good. Blessed to be here.
That's what's up, dude. Yo, bring the microphone a little bit closer to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Matty Ice, a.k.a. the official roadie of Cloud Gang. And we are happy to have you here today, man. You know, it's been a cool little journey we've had the past, I think it's been like 2 years since that video.
Yeah.
So, that video that I played, and forgive me, I'm a little bit off right now. I'm tired as hell, man. I don't know about you, but we had a good time last night. We did a surprise birthday party for Ron. aka DJ D-Rock, the official DJ of Cloud Gang, and he turned 50 last night. And yeah, you know, we spent some time out there. It took like 3 hours to set up the sound system, and Cloud Gang did a little special performance. And you know, Matt came to help me set up all that stuff. So we're a little tired right now. I was actually feeling a little under the weather, man. Last night I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I was like sweating, and my body was aching, and I was like, man, I'm gonna feel like shit for the podcast tomorrow. But it's all good.
I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
I said I was hoping.
He was hoping I was gonna cancel the podcast, I'm sure, because my man Matt over here got what, almost 7 months clean, right?
Yeah, 6 months.
Six and a half, 6 months, something like that. So, you know, he is a newcomer in the program, and you know, I'm excited to have him here today because, you know, he has been coming around for longer than that, and it's gonna be cool to hear his story because I've never heard your story, Matt. So I'm
Not
excited.
a lot of people have.
Yeah. So last night, like I said, you know, we did Ron's 50th birthday party, and that was cool.
Had
man.
a blast.
Yeah, and I actually set up a photo booth here, you know, and I'm going to show some of the pictures. So this was one of them. I threw on a panda head. Matt's in there. And that's Jamie to the left, Jamie C. And I was talking to him last night about, you know, getting on the podcast here within the next couple episodes. So we're excited to hear from Jamie. And there's another picture here. Boom. There it is. And you see Matt all the way to the left. And from Matt is DJ D-Rock. Of course, round one. And then you got Project Pat. Project Pat. Yo, Project Pat, a.k.a. Patty Cakes. You know, he's the drummer, official drummer of Cloud Gang. And then you got, of course, B Rain. And below him is Abby, and to the left of Abby is yours truly, A.live Panda. So that was fun last night, man. What was you got any highlights from last night you want to share with the guests from, you know, Ron's 50th?
No, just the highlights. Basically, we're just being with everybody.
Yeah.
Just living in the moment. Really.
Yeah, it was cool, man. And I was
Clean.
kind of clean. Yeah, that's right, dude. And I was kind of running around like a chicken with my head off. You know, I'd go over and change the song on the DJ deck because, you know, can't have Ron DJ his own 50th.
Nah.
You know?
He wanted to.
He wanted to, but I was like, yo, go enjoy yourself, man, you know? So I was over at the DJ deck, you know, changing the song, and then you were yelling at me, yo, what's
it up.
Yeah, turn it up. What's going on with the photo booth's not working or something, dude?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, just hold on a second.
Behind the scenes, Aaron does a lot.
I do a lot of stuff, and, you know, I'm blessed to be able to do that, man. I learned a lot of stuff over the years, man. But, you know, I really want to get into your story, Matt. And forgive me because at first, when you first start out, I'm going to be sharing the link a little bit here with some people. But oh, yeah, dude, before we get into your story, this is a cool opportunity for anyone listening to the podcast. If you are looking to go to... You know, it takes a village. And what's it takes a village? You want to tell them about that, Matt?
Basically, Brian is opening, or he's doing his own show at Baltimore Soundstage.
Correct.
With all the guys, Rem. You have Joe Nestor, Jam Walker. You have the Kid M. You got Los, Prospect. Just a lot of guys in recovery, just sharing a positive message. And it's going to be a great show. You don't want to miss it.
Right. And when is that?
It is the 24th of February, Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Correct.
Be there.
Correct. And what we got for our listeners today, man?
We got some tickets.
Tickets. We're going to give away 2 separate tickets, right?
Yes, we are.
We want to do one, you know, right now. You want to do one right now, dude? I do.
Go for it.
I do. So, yo, hit the hotline. The number's at the bottom of the screen right there for you guys to see. It's A.live hotline, 410-692-8230. If you want to go, we're going to give away a ticket right now. So, you know, hit the hotline over the next couple minutes, and hopefully we'll get you in there like swimwear, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. I'll be waiting for the first call to call into the hotline. We're gonna give away one of these bad boys. Make sure you can go. It's at 6 p.m. on February the 24th, and that's coming up in a few Sundays, man. So I'm excited to be a part of that. Catch A.live Panda up on stage there with B Rain, Ram One, Joe Nestor. We are Cloud Gang, among some other performers. So I'll just wait for the call. But yeah, let's get into your story, man. So tell me, what brought you into recovery? I mean, you could talk about whatever. Just let's hear it, bro.
All right, give a little bit from the beginning. Growing up, I had everything I wanted, everything I needed. Great family. But what separated me from the other kids, I thought, was I had this learning disability. Couldn't comprehend things well. I felt like I stood out because I was in all the lower classes in school. So like I would want to go towards the popular kids in school to like make friends and stuff, but then again they were the ones doing the drugs, drinking. So that's when I got introduced to drugs and alcohol.
Right.
So like I played sports with them, but like it all started off in high school. But then growing up, I ran into a few problems, like problems of my own. I didn't feel like I was worthy. I didn't feel like I was wanted.
I know those feelings, man. That was like part of my experience too, having just feelings of like like I was not good enough, like I was not worth, like I didn't feel like I was part of, and I wanted to feel a part of. So onward.
And so like after a breakup 3 years ago is when things escalated. Caught myself stealing more, not getting caught. That was in stores.
Been there.
And I started stealing from parents, family members. Like they wouldn't even come over to the house because of me. They would not even bring in their purses anymore. Things I'm really ashamed of doing to the people that I love the most. And I would be the one having to go get one more just to be at the family event, but I wouldn't even be there. I'd be up in my room isolating or getting high downstairs in the basement in my parents' house. And like looking back at it now, it's just like I lost a lot of time out of like my whole family. Like I wasn't there, but I was.
I hear that, dude.
And
Always showing up late for events because you got to go cop one more just to feel good, and like because you feel like before an event happens with the family or something, you're just gonna isolate because you feel like shit, like you know
or like from what I've been doing, like they don't want me down there because I'm the one that's taking all their stuff, or I know they don't like me now because I'm an addict, but yet I didn't tell them, but I had a feeling they knew. But like it was probably when I came out to my parents about being an addict. They had that crisis thing on the news, and I basically told my mom that I was an addict. I was always
and how long ago was that?
I feel like that was a good 2 years ago, but
Okay.
I never got it. Like, I never wanted it.
So was that like right around the time we filmed that on the Daily?
Yeah,
Before or
around
after?
that time, I feel.
Okay, right on.
It might have been, yeah, it was around that time. But like, so after that breakup, I was not in the right state of mind. Like I would act out a lot. I would want to commit suicide, but I didn't have plans nor want to do it, but I just knew I didn't want to be where I was at.
Right.
And then from there, I was doing Percocets a lot after that until I was doing so much I didn't even feel any of it. So like one of my buddies was just like, try this.
Right.
I was like, I always told myself, no, I'm not trying this. Like,
Bring the mic a little closer to you, man.
I always told myself. Like,
Oh, hold on. Jiggle the thing on the bottom there. It cut out. I gotta change these cords. There we go. Yeah.
so
Sorry
like,
about that.
I was my friend introduced me to heroin, and I told myself I'd never do it. Like,
Yeah, dude.
I didn't want to be that person. Like, I'm fine where I'm at, but I really wasn't. And once I did the first one, that was it for me.
It's over. It's game time. Off to the races.
Sorry, Mom and Dad. I know you're listening, probably, but you're gonna hear some things that you probably don't know.
And don't be ashamed of that, man. Cause
I just want to tell the truth and get it out.
That's good, man. Free yourself of that stuff, man. And you shouldn't be ashamed of that because of who you are now and the things that you're doing. You can relax, man.
Like,
bring that mic closer to you.
Like in early recovery, I didn't even want to be known in Narcotics Anonymous. I didn't want to feel like, oh, I'm an addict. But like in all reality, it's a lifetime thing. Like, and now I'm not ashamed of like saying I'm an addict or even going to meetings or telling someone that's not in the room that I'm going to a meeting for Narcotics Anonymous. I'll probably be jumping up and down all around.
That's
I don't
cool,
know.
Bro. That's all right. No worries.
But like early recovery, I wanted it, but I didn't want to do what was told. So like I would go to meetings, no problem, but like I'd be the one who would go outside like halfway through and get high and come back in, or I'd show up late or leave early.
What,
just
like
to get
during
high.
meetings?
Yeah.
Dang, dude. That's that disease calling. Like, you're in there trying to catch a message of recovery, and the disease is outside doing push-ups and luring you outside to get, put one more in you. And that's crazy, man. That's what this disease does, dude.
And like, I'd run out during the meetings and like be like, damn, I only have a little bit left, so I'd have to go get more, but yet I have to have a meeting slip signed. So like, I was living it, but not living it. But like again, like to support my habit, I was working, but like I would spend my money and then wake up not really realizing like I have no money left. How am I going to get more? So like I'd beg my parents for money. I would tell them there was something wrong with my car just to get more money. And that was like a daily thing. Like I don't even want to think on how much they've put out money-wise on me just to get high.
Man, I've been there, dude.
And, like, they've been my enablers, but, like, I don't know.
One thing B. Rains always told me is, like, they enabled you, but you manipulated them into enabling you. So it's not, like, if they're tuning in right now, like, it's not, don't think it's their fault, I don't want them
that's
to
what
think
they
it's their
thought
fault.
the whole time. And like after like a while, like I told them it was me,
Right?
Like I was the problem to all this. Like
Right.
I was the problem this whole time. Like they were fighting because of me. My dad would give me money, my mom would be pissed at him for giving me money. And like they would be arguing back and forth. My dad started drinking, that escalated, and then I felt like I was the problem. And I would start blaming other people just so I can get my way. But, like, going back, like, rehab is a part of my story several times. But, like, I went to rehab twice, and like 2 years ago, but I only stayed for, like, 2 days. And I'd have them come pick me up. I'd get a little bit of clean time. I'd tell my parents I'd be clean, just so they could give me more money, just so I can go back out and do the same thing.
Right. And I'm sure now, them looking back on it, man, they knew what they were doing. Maybe at the time they didn't, but it's probably no surprise to them now. Like, knowing where you are in your process, like, that's what the money was used for.
Then after them 2 rehabs that I went to, I knew that there was something like I had to do, because it started getting worse like a year ago. I would start running out of things and ways to get one more. So like I went online and bought fake money.
What?
And it was like,
Like counterfeit,
$70,000.
dude?
Yeah,
Get
$70,000.
outta
It was only like $77, which my mom paid for with her credit card.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh. Dang.
But like I told her it was props for a music video.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So like just so they didn't think. So I would be going down
Unreal.
to Baltimore to stick up people, get them for their drugs, and like I'd do it over and over again, and like it got to be a problem. And before that, I knew this guy in Westminster that moved back out to Baltimore. This would happen like 4 years ago. I was getting drugs from him that whole time, so like 4 years straight. And then like, sorry mom,
Look,
I
you don't have to keep saying
No.
sorry, bro. You know? I mean,
But-
that's up to you, but
So I started like the countless days I didn't come home and stuff. I was actually on the block down there helping this guy that I knew back out in Westminster sell. And like I would be the corner guy looking out for cops. And I'd be making money on top of getting paid in drugs every half hours. So like it was kind of working out. So like I'd work throughout the night into the morning, and then I'd have money just to get more, so I didn't have to go back and forth from Westminster to Baltimore.
now I'm sure this wasn't like a very safe part of town in Baltimore, right?
No,
So
it
you
was
were playing-
Hayward and Cordelia,
See, I
right
don't
off
know.
of Belvedere in Park Heights.
Yeah, and as you and a lot of people know that are listening and watching, like, you know, I'm not from Baltimore, so I don't know these spots, but I'm sure you're putting your life in danger when you're going out there watching out for cops and, like, you know, probably standing out, you know.
And basically it started from there. That's when I knew I had a problem, because I couldn't leave without, like, I'd get so much but then do it all and not want to go back home, but I needed to because I had to find a way to get more money. And one night they don't know this yet, but one night I got locked up down in Baltimore. Not locked up, but I got held in the paddy wagon or whatever it's called, because I had a BB gun on me and I was selling, and all the guys on the block thought that I had a real gun, so they were wondering why I got released at the time. So
Right.
they thought I was an informant.
Snitching.
So basically, from there on out, I had to give them my phone at periods of time. I had to strip search for them. I had to do things that I didn't want to do. I had to shoot at people. I had to rob people. I had to be put in situations that were life-threatening.
Right.
I've had, like, this one guy that I knocked off. He,
When you say knocked off, what do
like,
you mean?
I got him for $1,000 worth of drugs.
Okay.
And I thought he didn't know, because he was like, hey, look, like, I have more if you want any. Little did I know, he knew exactly what I did, and he was just setting me up. So, like, I'd meet him in this bad area. He had the sheets and everything in the back seat, and he had a gun to my head.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, that was close to my last run.
Was that enough to scare you into getting clean at the time? Close, but not enough. And that's what the disease of addiction, it doesn't care, man. It doesn't. The disease of addiction wants us dead, man. It's insidious. It's insidious.
And
That's
luckily,
crazy, bro.
one of the guys that I didn't like get for money, he actually drove past and knew the guy and helped me out of that situation. And
Thank God, right?
yeah, I was in my mind thinking, like, there's no way I could get out of this. He's looking for his money. I don't have $1,000 to give him.
Right.
I wasn't leaving until I gave him that $1,000.
Right.
And I was like, oh, your gun's fake. Show me everything. Like, I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, I'm running out of options. Like, what do I do?
Right.
So I finally got out of that situation and left. Like, I stopped, like, hitting him up and other people up from there, and I had to find different people from different areas where I wasn't comfortable getting from. And I started doing the same thing, and then that's when the overdoses started. Like, I overdosed 6 times. My last time being April 18th, 2018, and that's what set it off. I was done after my 6th overdose, like, because I have a
Maybe something you don't want to share?
I'll wait on that.
All right,
'Cause
that's
I want
cool.
my
Hey,
mom
man,
to-
whatever you're comfortable talking
But,
about right
like,
now, you know?
I wanted to be able to share that in person with my mom, but
Yeah. So save it, man.
But yes, overdosing 6 times, and that last time being a crucial one,
Yeah.
and almost not coming out from that made me hit bottom. And after that, I was like, I'm not going to do heroin anymore. I'll do crack cocaine.
Crack
'Cause-
cocaine is the devil, man. That's the dark arts.
Yeah, you can't. So the same thing repeatedly. Asked my mom for money, everything, and like on my last run, I was on my way home to get more money after I just got some, and I did it too fast, like always.
Sure.
I always wanted to go to treatment, and that day was the day I was supposed to go into treatment, and I ended up going, but I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be getting medically cleared, but I was out there going to get my medicine that I needed.
Right. AKA street drugs.
Yeah. And like I got home, and my sponsor now is saying, like, where are you? Like, you're supposed to be getting medically cleared and all. And I was like, yeah, I'm going in an hour. I'll let you know when I'm able to come to treatment.
Right. Now your sponsor
like-
now is B Rain, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that.
So, like, little did I know, Brian B. Rain is sitting up the street from my house, like, kind of tucked away, waiting for me to pull up.
Right.
And
Oh, okay.
here I am running, like, flying down just to get my money to go back out, just so
my
I'd
God.
have something to go into
So
treatment
he's
with.
watching you do this.
He knew. And
Yeah, that's
So I,
crazy.
like, get home, and here I see this car pulling up behind me and, like, blocks me in. I'm like, who the hell is it? And it's Brian. And I'm like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
He's
He's
like-
asking you
he's like,
the same
"Get
thing.
in.
Like,
You're
what are you
going to
doing,
treatment."
bro? Come on.
I'm like, shit. Like, I got high in the hospital while I was getting medically cleared.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
That was my last, right before treatment, that was my last time I got high. But I had a relapse in between there. So I went to treatment. I wasn't doing it this time for my parents, because before I was doing it for my parents and not for myself. So this time I was doing it for myself. I was in there. I wasn't listening to them. I was just there, knowing like I had to be here to get clean, but I wasn't putting the work in to get clean.
Right.
So like I wasn't listening to suggestions. I would be done with treatment, go to the IOP house, but then I didn't have them tools yet because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Now I'm just so this put this into like a timeline perspective for me. What you're talking about now, the IOP and the treatment. This was just like
Recent,
okay. So this was like about 7 months ago, something like
like
that.
August.
Okay. August.
No,
of
no.
2018.
In like June
Okay.
and May.
Okay.
So yeah, I went to the IOP house, but I was going back and forth. I was in Gaithersburg for treatment. And then I joined the sober house, and I didn't use the tools that were given to me to stay clean. So I would isolate. I wouldn't talk to anybody out there because I would compare the network at home, which is you guys, to them. And I was like, they're not the same. Like, I wouldn't fit in with them. So, like, I'd isolate, and I'd come back home, and, like, July 4th, I ended up getting high watching fireworks.
Yeah, I think I was
there.
I was there. So dang, dude, I didn't even know
When I
to be
left,
honest.
I ended up getting high.
Okay.
And
Wow.
then I had to tell the house, like,
Yeah, because you were an outpatient at this point, right?
yeah, I was in a sober house.
Okay.
And I had to tell them, like, look, like I used, and they gave me one more chance, and I went back to treatment.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to a sober house in Glen Burnie.
So that was your last day using?
Yeah,
The July 4th
yeah.
of 2018. Okay. So that's your clean date would then be the 5th. Okay, got you.
So, like, I was court ordered a lot of things, like IOP. I was court ordered sober living. Like, I was court ordered 6 meetings, or I'm still am, but I completed IOP. I completed sober living, and like now I'm faced with probation for 5 more years, and I have to go to 6 meetings a week for 6 meetings a week for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And like without probation, I don't know where I'd be today, because that like gave me like,
Sure.
I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
But accountability.
It helped me
Yeah.
stay on the right path. Like, even though it sucks, it was a blessing for me.
Sure.
And like the judge, yeah, most people hate him, but like he helped me through this and gave me those strict boundaries to follow to stay clean. Like, without that, I wouldn't have a family. I wouldn't have a nephew that loves me now. Like,
And
I've
your
gained
network,
so
bro.
much. Yeah,
Your network is strong, bro. And
and I was scared to come back from everything, because I was like,
Judgment.
y'all aren't gonna like me.
fear
you
of
know?
judgment, dude.
And,
I
like,
felt that.
As soon as I walked in, I got greeted with hugs, like always.
That's right, man.
And like, it's a blessing to have you and like all the other guys around me today to help me and guide me through this process.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a blessing to have you, man, as part of my network, for real. Like, you definitely showed up for a lot of things and help out, man. Like, you're huge. I don't think you realize how much of a helping hand you are to Cloud Gang. And maybe you do realize, because, you know, you showed up early to Ron's party and helped me set up the sound system yesterday, and you stayed late to help me clean it up, man. And I think I told you last night, man, it's going to pay off one day, because I see the hard work that you're willing to put in. And, you know, when I get a paid gig that I'm able to not do everything by myself, you're going to be the first person I think of to help, man. And you're going to get paid, you know, and I'm going to pay you well because of all the times you helped before. And it's going to pay off, man. So you're much appreciated. And not just that, like, I know if I'm going through something, I know I can call on you, be like, yo, Matt, what's up?
that's one thing I can do, is like be able to show up for that person today.
Sure.
And for my family.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to skip out on things.
Correct.
Finally heard my mom said she's starting to trust me again, which is huge. Like, I almost started crying the other day.
Yeah, don't lose that, man. That's important, because
So,
if you build that trust back up and you do something to mess it up again, it's going to be that much harder to gain it back again. You know what I mean? So it's important to keep that. So yeah, man. And we talked about your story and how you got here into recovery. And I want to take a quick break, because I want to give someone an opportunity who's watching to call on the hotline, because for those of you that are just tuning in, we're giving away some tickets today to It Takes a Village. So if you want that ticket, you know, you would call in the hotline. So that number is 410-692-8230. And also, while I have your attention here, if you like what we're doing here on the podcast, hit the subscribe button. It'll be below this number, below the video. And then set your notifications. There's a little bell right there. So anytime I go live, you'll get a notification on your phone to let you know we're live. Tune into that podcast. So, yeah, again, hit the hotline if you're available February the 24th. And what's going on the 24th? It Takes a Village featuring B Rain with special guests Joe Nestor, Rem 1, Jam Alker, The Kid M, Prospect, and Los at Baltimore Soundstage, 6 p.m. Sunday, February the 24th. Tickets are $12 a piece. You can get them on Ticketmaster.com. Just type in the search bar, It Takes a Village featuring B Rain. But we're giving away 2 tickets during this podcast, one at a time. So hit that hotline, man, and we'll get a ticket out to you. But you do have to call in. So before we actually went live today and introduced Matt, who's on the podcast today, I did share. I played, what was that video we played? On the Daily. Yeah. On the Daily. I think jiggle the thing on the bottom. There you are.
You hear me?
Yeah. You hear me. You hear me. That's what Shorty was saying, my man. So, I played the On the Daily music video, and someone just hit the hotline. Let me call him back. Hold on, my bad. See, I have the ringer. Unreal, for real. Yo, I have I have it on silent because I don't want the ringer to disrupt the podcast. So I'm gonna call him back real quick and find out who that was. Ooh, there it is.
I hear it ringing. Are they gonna pick up?
Hello.
Hello, who am I speaking with? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I can hear the podcast playing live in the background with a little bit of delay. So who am I speaking with? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, who am I speaking with?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
You're speaking to Matt's old man.
So, hey, listen to me on the phone and not on the podcast because the podcast is a little bit delayed. So just talk to me on your phone.
Yeah, I have it turned down.
Okay, there we go. That's much better. So who? This is Matt's dad?
Yes, it is.
Are you calling in for the ticket?
No, sir.
Okay. You just calling in to
I'd
talk.
like you to give them out to somebody else. But
cool.
I want to call and say I love the kid a lot. My wife and me and the whole family does, and I appreciate everything that everybody's doing for him.
Hey,
and us.
That's so cool. We appreciate your call. It's a blessing to have Matt in my network. And I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that. Matt he's an asset to have around. He's very helpful, and he's always got his ears open. If anyone's struggling or just has to talk about something, it's a blessing to be able to have him in our network to reach out to.
Well, this is all new to us, and we're working through it together as a family. And he has our support, and thanks for everything you've done.
Hey, well, thanks
and that are doing.
Yeah, no problem. And we're gonna keep holding Matt accountable, and keep him in our team.
Okay. You have a good day. I'll let you go, sir.
Love you, Dad.
I love you, Matt. Bye.
I see ya. That's cool, man. I'm glad that he called in, and what's your dad's name?
Mark.
Mark. Thanks for calling in,
Just add him
Mark.
on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. Yesterday, I think I added him on Facebook. So yeah, the ticket's still available. If you wanna, hit the hotline, be happy to give that ticket away. So one of the things I was talking about is like the On the Daily music video, Be Rain. So that video is about 2 years old, and not just you were in that music video, and you were still using it at that point, right?
Yeah.
And to be honest, so was I. Oh, we got a caller. Hold up. I think I know who this caller is. Is that Ben Z?
How we win these tickets, bruh?
What's up, Ben?
Unreal.
What's going on, guys?
You calling in for the ticket?
Well, just wanted to say what's up.
That's what's up, man. And for those of you who didn't tune in, I think it was like episode 10 or something like that. It was episode 10. Ben Z, my man who's on the hotline right now, came through the podcast studio and dropped those spiritual bars for you. So make sure you check that out. But Ben, I got a ticket for you, bro. Is that what you want? That ticket, right?
I would love that ticket.
All right, I'll bring it to the home group tonight for you, man. All right.
Hell yeah.
So, dude, that's cool. And I know that Matt actually hit the hotline when you were in the podcast studio. So you guys knew each other before you guys got clean, right?
Yeah, we've known each other for a few years.
Yeah.
We go back a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I know you shared a little bit about how you were what, you left some money out for Matt to come pick up drugs for you before you went into treatment, and Matt took the money and ran, huh?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah.
Unreal.
I love you,
Unreal, bro.
Well, yo, I'll see you tonight at the home group, man. I got that ticket for you. Thanks for calling, bro.
Yeah. Matt, I love you, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man. I love you, bro.
All right, we'll see you later, Ben.
Huh?
I said we'll see you later, bro.
All right, guys. Love you both.
I love you too, man. So, yeah, that was Ben Z, and you could catch him on episode 10 of the A-Live podcast sharing his experience, strength, and hope. But, yeah, we still actually have one more ticket to give away. We're going to hold off on that to the end of the podcast, though. So, yeah, you can still hit the hotline. The number is 410-692-8230. If you just want to call in, if you have any questions for me or Matt, or just if you're struggling, we do have some resources to help get you into treatment, man. So just, you know, hit the hotline. And Matt's over here whispering sweet nothings into the microphone. So that's funny. But, yeah, you know, I'm excited for what we have to come. There's a lot of exciting things going down. You know, Matt and I went out to Dallas with the crew about, 3 weeks ago or something, and we filmed a new music video.
And before that, like the first sober B-Rain like concert that he put on was Rhode Island. That was his first music festival that was there clean.
Oh, the first one that you
Rhode
were
Island.
clean at.
Yeah.
My man. That's cool, bro. Oh, but so what I was saying is like the On the Daily music video that we were playing, you were using in that music video. And I was also not clean at that point in time. And you know, that's when I was still doing B-Rain's music videos. It was like the point where I was kind of transitioning out of doing his music videos. So, you know, Los, who's also performing at It Takes a Village, he did a lot of the filming for that video, and I did some of it, but I didn't use a whole lot of the footage when I edited that video together. But that was about 2 years ago, and you know, I was still out there. I think it was like actually dope sick that day, and you were over there getting on without me, bro. You know, I was kind of feeling some type of way.
Should have hollered at me.
No, I didn't want to. I didn't really, you know, I didn't want to be. I didn't want to
be known that I was getting high.
Well, we all knew, bro. So
I
don't know if there's anything you could have done at that point. But yeah, we're gonna. So the On the Daily song, I'm actually gonna hit the electronic journey. So A.live Panda, that's me. I actually
No, it's me.
Yeah, I produce B-Rain's music, and one of the things that I wanted to do as a side project was come out with this A.live Panda presents B-Rain, the electronic journey. So what I've done is I've taken some electronic dance music artist songs, and I put B-Rain's lyrics over those songs and remixed them. And so the remix to On the Daily, it's a song by Showtek called Slow Down. So here's that remix. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. All right, enjoy.
Yeah. Hey, Ron. My man, let's go. Yeah. B-Rain. Yeah. Cloud Gang. We are Cloud Gang. Never really thought about this one. They saying from the D like a piston. Went from a broke boy to a rich one. Fuck about $1, man, I'm all about the vision. The Instagram picture, come and follow me. I'ma help you get your life together like the lottery. Be everything you gotta be, no sugar-coated Halloween. We look inside with honesty, man, what I need a mask for robbery. And I'ma go for broke, and you know this. Get him up the coke and dope, cause he hopeless. Looking all comatose when he loaded. You ain't gonna overdose on this dope shit. I met God in a jail cell, said he got the top up. I met the devil in a hotel, said he wonder why us. I was always reaching for the coattails, and so I got locked up. Now they see me living life so well, they ain't never stop us. Some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Come on, some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Let's go. let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Got a lot on my mind, I gotta unload it. Stop for a little bit of time, gotta focus. Looking to the sky, know the God unfolded. Everything in my life, I just wrote it. Put it on the pad, then I add the facts. And I taking it to the back of the Cadillac. Still here, I don't gotta feel bad for that. And I got it all back before I had to rap. And I gotta give it out when I see them when they're down. When they sitting on the couch, wondering what life is about. That'll let me get a sound, I can let her know we down. Now you never running, now we getting better right now. We getting better right now, I ain't never running, now we getting better right now. We getting better right now, I ain't never running, now we getting better right now. And I gotta let her know that I'm here for the meantime. It don't matter if I got a little bit of clean time, throwing up a peace sign, let her know that we shine. About to rewrite the definition of free time. I was a dude buying beats off of YouTube, running with the crew, didn't think we was too cool. Do what suit you, do what you do, long as you help somebody struggling to pull through. Long as you help somebody struggling to pull through. Long as you help somebody struggling to pull through. Long as you help somebody struggling to pull through. Long as you help somebody struggling to pull through. Long as you help somebody struggling to pull through. I met God in a jail cell, said he got the top bunk. I met the devil in a hotel, said he wonder why us. I was always reaching for the coattails, that's how I got locked up. Now they see me living life so well, they ain't never stop us. Some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Come on, some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Let's go.
Hey man, and if every single day that we take the opportunity to reflect on our day and reflect on the good things and the bad things and the way that we can grow and change and be better, then we will grow, change, and be better. Throw your motherfucking hands up!
I met God in a jail cell, said he got the top bunk. I met the devil in a hotel, said he wonder why us. I was always reaching for the coattails, that's how I got locked up. Now they see me living life so well, they ain't never stop us. Some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Come on, some people love me, some people hate me. Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do this on a daily. Let's go. 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 Let's go.
You know that shit's Fuego Diego, right?
Can't wait till it comes out.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, that was B-Rain on the Daily Slow Down remix featuring Showtech. And you know, I don't have the rights to that song, that beat.
Some acting funny, but I do this on a daily. Let's go.
Dang, you know, I don't have the rights to that song, so I had to shout out Showtech on that. But yeah, that's B-Rain on the Daily Slow Down remix featuring Showtech. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, you know, I'm hoping to have that electronic journey out spring of 2019, and I've been talking about that for probably a half a year now. Like, oh, it's coming out fall 2018, and then people were like, "Yo, where's it at?" And really, I just have a little bit more work to do on it to get it done. But you know, finding the time to do that with all the other things in life I got going on is hard, dude. Yeah, it's hard. That song is Fuego Diego. That's what my girl says. She just hit me a text real quick. Yeah, and that's what's up. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Lena. But yeah, so we have, and I was just talking a little bit before we went to break about how we went out to what was it? You're good, bro. Relax. But yeah, I was just talking unreal. I was talking a little bit about how we went out to Dallas a couple weeks ago and we performed, or we didn't perform. They did perform just last week, but we filmed a music video for the song Move Your Feet, and I do have a little sample of that, and I wanted to play that for everybody. And Matt had the pleasure of coming along for that trip too, and we were out there. So this is the preview trailer for the music video. This should be. They don't know about this. Actually, they might if they have followed any of us on Facebook. But yeah, this is the Move Your Feet music videos coming out within hopefully the next week.
Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Ain't nothing stopping me. Move along, watch the world go round. Everybody just move your feet. I was lost, now I'm found. I was chained, now I'm free. Move along, move along. Everybody go chase your dreams.
Come on. Started with a shoebox and a trash bag. In the city where you die on a bad batch. I remember I ain't have a thing to my name. Not a couple days clean, everything gotta change.
Whoo! Yeah, that's gonna be lit, dude. I cannot wait to see what that looks like. And shouts out to Los and Shorte, Avail Visuals and Headbanger Visuals coming together on that one for that awesome music video. So we're excited to see that and present that. Let the world know. Let them know. You don't even know, man. Avail Visuals on the live chat. Yo, I can't wait, bro. I'm so pumped for that, dude. Los.
Like, every time I go out with you guys, it's like, it's a blessing. Like, seeing where I'm at today, and like, if I wouldn't have had that foundation that I built before treatment, and knowing you guys are still there, like, it's a blessing. And like, you guys inspire and motivate me at the same time every day, push me to do my best and live this life clean. Like,
and dude, that's a great lead into what I wanted to talk about next, is like some of the blessings and the things that have happened in your recovery, good or bad, really, that you've been able to stay clean through. So what has recovery been like for you since since after July 5th? That's your clean date.
It's been ups and downs. Like, at first I was worried about, like, I was so worried about completing things and getting caught up with 10 days from now, or like when I'm going to complete IOP, like when is this going to happen? Like, I just want it to be over with. But like, if you just sit back and just take it in and just live the day by the day, like,
right, just move your feet, live your life, you know. So
I ended up completing IOP. Like, I wanted it all to happen at once. But it wouldn't happen.
It's not how this works. This is a process, bro.
Yeah.
This is a process. So,
like, I have a nice job today.
Yeah, what do you do for work?
Mason.
Okay. That's a lot of hard work, right?
Yeah.
You come home dusty and dirty, don't you?
Tired, yeah,
I bet. And you're working outside.
Yeah.
So you're working outside in the middle of this winter.
Yeah, and then like cold days that we had, like wind chill negative. Yeah,
and last week wasn't really bad.
Yeah, it was nice last week.
Pretty nice, yeah. Especially for February, but that's cool, man. I know that's probably a lot of hard work, but
like having like everybody that's new and right out of a sober house or like right out of treatment, like get involved with something with your free time, because that's what made me isolate and do things I didn't want to do. Like, I didn't know what to do with all that free time that I was given. Like, I was always in treatment. I was doing things day by day. And then once that was over with, I was like, oh, well, I don't have to do that anymore. What am I going to do now? Like, so get a job, like go to meetings. And like without meetings, like if I don't go to one or if I don't want to go to one, I know I need to go to one.
Correct.
So, like...
You coming to the home group tonight?
No, I don't want to. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going.
Unreal, bro. Unreal.
Yeah. It takes a lot, but you have to do... And you have to do everything that's told, like, to do, like, or else you won't make it, like...
Well, I think what you mean by that is you got to take suggestions.
Yeah, take suggestions.
Yeah, because our minds, especially in the beginning, like we can't run off of our own thoughts and feelings and actions. Like we gotta bring different situations to our predecessors and be like, hey, this is what I'm going through. I have a couple choices to make, and like I just want to make sure I make the right choice. Really, what do you suggest? What do you think the best thing to do is? And then they'll give you a different perspective. Because when we listen to our own diseased minds, is like our first thought got us high before. So
how do I get out of this situation?
Correct. So we want to, hey, bring the mic up a little bit, bro.
But like,
there we go.
What do I want to say?
That's the sweet spot.
Like my sponsor now told me like I always wanted to do what I wanted to do. I never did what you said or he said or
right.
But like today I still struggle with that. Like I need to be more open to people with my problems and to listen to them speak.
Right.
Like I don't allow people in because I have that wall up. Like I'm afraid.
You gotta tear down the wall, bro.
I don't know him. Like, is he still getting high? Or like I'm really cautious on who I let in my life today.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Because I just don't know what their motives are. Like, are you motivated to stay clean? Are you motivated to like chase these meetings? Like actually work the program? Like I want to be surrounded by the winners, and
yeah,
that's what's helped me is you guys and showing that it works.
Yeah. Well, dude, and I don't have that much more clean time than you. So, you're basically following in my shadows as far as like doing the things that I've been doing as well. And I see that in you, and I'm proud of you for that, man. Like I'm just doing what has been suggested of me as well, and hanging around, grabbing on the coattails of those who came before me and have that clean time, and that's exactly what you're doing. So keep doing that, man, and you'll like, I'm coming up on it in a year, and
what?
Like, come on, bro, you already knew that.
Nah,
I'll have a year clean on February 18th, and like you'll be right there before you know it, man. The time goes by quick, because when we get lives, like, the time just flies by, and it's a blessing. Sometimes I wish like I could enjoy the moment a little bit more, and things would slow down a little bit. And sometimes you just gotta take that time to meditate and
take it all in.
Yeah, dude. Like, and
look
it's
back
hard.
on where you've came. Like,
it's hard, man. Finding a balance is an everyday task. You can't be like, I've got balance in my life, because tomorrow's going to show up and something new is going to happen, and you're going to have to find a way to balance that out with your life today. So it's always going to be something, man. And like my girl says, like, it's not going to get slower. Things aren't going to slow down. You're always going to be busy, and that's cool, man. Just find a way to balance that out and into your recovery. But make sure, what I've learned is, like, you always have to put your recovery first, bro. Always. Because the first thing you put in front of your recovery is going to be the first thing you lose. So, right. As much as I want to go do X, Y, and Z, like, I got to hit a meeting first, or I got to call my sponsor or do some step work. So you talked a lot about your network and how helpful that's been for you. What are some other things that you've been doing to stay clean? Because meetings and network is one thing, but there's so many other dynamics to this recovery process that you have to be
I'll call
doing.
myself out on this one.
Go for it, bro.
Step work.
Yeah.
It makes you, like, as you know, like, I have a problem, like, comprehending things. So, like, when I'm starting, like, on my step work, like, I get frustrated and I just put it down. That's what I did in school. Like, yeah. I got frustrated. I didn't want to do it. I got pissed that I couldn't do it. I think that I can't do it. But in all reality, you got to just put your mind to it and do it. Like, I overthought, like, told my sponsor now, like, I think I'm overthinking this. Like,
sure.
How long does this question have to be?
Right.
Like,
Don't
is there any yes or no? Like, is this wrong or is this right? Like, but no,
I'll
it's
tell you
my
what,
process. Like,
my experience, and you're doing step 1, right?
yeah.
So my experience with step 1 is like some of the questions could be like a simple yes or no.
Yeah, it is simple.
Yeah, because a lot of the questions in step 1 are very repetitive. They ask the same question a different way, and in my experience, very few questions was it acceptable for me to write yes or no simply. But there was a few times where it was like yes and ba ba ba, and I kept it real short, you know. And that's okay because maybe a question like 5 questions before that one was very similar, or you know, yes, see question 11. You know, I didn't put that, but I would just kind of like try to dive in my mind and like see how can I elaborate on this a little bit more, because dude, question 1 is so repetitive, and to me it was like, yeah, I know I'm powerless over drugs and my life has become unmanageable because of that. I want to move on from this. And that's where I was with step 1. And for me, I just had my personal experiences, like I had to muscle through and just get it done and go over it with my sponsor. And now I'm on step 2, and dude, I find that the questions in step 2 are so cool, because like I'm learning more about myself and like who is my higher power, who do I choose to call God. And that's, you know, I choose to call my higher power God. Your story may be different, but in everyone's experience and who they choose to call their higher power, that's up to them. But I found that step 2 is much more fulfilling than step 1, because dude, I've been on step 1 for years. If I really look back, I've been trying to practice step 1 for years, dude, trying to get clean coming in and out of the rooms. And I knew I was powerless, but I really just had to surrender, you know, and that's what step 2 is all about. So, you know, and just, yeah, well, actually step 3 is about the surrender part, but, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. You know, step work's important though.
Yeah, and also like another blessing is like having that sponsorship family meeting, going over steps, reading out of the book, like telling our problems that we have today and feeling comfortable with it and comfortable with the guys in the room. Like my sponsorship family is like big and it's got a lot of clean time in it, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
Like to be able to look up to those guys
And you do.
once a month. So.
You have an awesome sponsorship family. It's very big. It's very big. It's cool. I'm not part of that family, but I know a lot of people in that family. You know.
Also, just like if they tell you to like, or if somebody asked you like to go out after a meeting or something, go. Like if you don't have money, like just go anyway. Like it's nice to network with people, and
the chances are, if you don't have money, someone's gonna pay
will.
for you and buy you some food. You know. Yeah. So that's cool.
Or like
man.
if another thing is like being able to help somebody out, like getting to meetings, like and being able to take them places.
I'm sensing a lot of gratitude from you, bro.
Yeah.
And that
because
I
was
wanna...
given the same, like, I don't know. I was given a lot. I don't know. I just want to be able to, in some way, repay it. And I'll never be able to fully, but, like, there's a lot of things in my life that I'm blessed today about that I had never even thought about when I was getting high.
Sure. So I actually want to open back up the hotline on the topic of gratitude. And I also want to say that, you know, for the next person to call and just talk about things that they may be grateful for in their recovery, I got a free ticket for you to It Takes a Village, you know. We want to give these tickets out, man, because we want to see a lot of people there. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of people there. You can't win twice. So, Ben, don't you be calling. And who else is tuning in? Josh. Josh is actually going to be the next guest on the podcast. He's coming down from Connecticut, and he's the winner of the first time I gave away tickets on the podcast. You know, he won. So, Josh and Ben, please don't call again, you know, because I'm not going to give you another ticket. But, yeah, first person to call in and talk a little bit about what they're grateful for, I got a ticket for you. And, you know, excited to hear from you guys. No,
I'm just kidding.
Don't you be calling in the podcast, Matt. You got your spot. You know you're going to be there. But
merch.
Yeah, bro. So what else? Like, what else has helped keep you clean since you've come around? I mean, Unreal. What's up, Josh?
What's going on, Aaron?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you, Matt?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. You know, it's so amazing, like, listening to different people on the podcast, and, like, how you and me and Matt, like, we all are literally, like, within the same time period of recovery. You know, I just got 7 months last week myself, you know, like.
Congratulations, bro. That's
you know,
awesome.
It's amazing, like, how, you know, none of us are, like, close to each other, but, you know, like, I look up to you, B-Rain, and Rem One, like, you guys have all inspired me, and, you know, like, speaking of gratitude, like, songs, you know, I'm grateful for the things that I've done today, you know, the friendships I have, the people I'm able to call, you know, and I was just speaking at Detox last night, and, you know, like, I needed that just to remind me, like, where I was 7 months ago, you know. You know, after I get done speaking and sharing my story, one of the guys there, like, he pulled me aside and he was talking to me, you know, it's his first time going through it. And, you know, he was asking me a bunch of questions, and it felt good to be able to help somebody else.
Yeah, dude. I can totally relate.
You know,
That's one of the reasons I do this podcast, man, because I get to hear myself talk out loud and see where I'm at, and give the opportunity to the guests that come on the podcast the opportunity to really share in an environment where there's not a room full of people in front of them, and it's a lot less nerve-wracking to sit here with one other person and just talk, you know. So I'm excited to have you on the podcast, man. You ready?
Sweet.
That's what's up, dude.
Sweet,
Are you excited for It Takes a Village with B-Rain?
I am. You know, I'm looking forward to coming down at the end of the month and, you know, spending the weekend with you guys and, you know, just having a good time.
Yeah, bro. We're pumped
you
to
know,
have you, man.
These are things that I'm able to do today because of the fact that I am working in programming. Even when I feel like there's something wrong with me, like, I have such a good network even here in Connecticut. You know, people that I can sit down and talk to and try to figure these things out because, you know, I still have this character defects that come out all the time where I think that I can run the show in my head, but, you know, I really can't. And it's taken a lot for me to be able to realize that and work through a lot of things that I'm still working through, you know, like my mom's death, you know, the grief of that, like, last year, like, you know, that's what it started me inspiring to get clean. And, you know, like, when I wasn't doing what I had to do for last year, like, you know, like, I'd gotten treatment once, and then when I've done now, like, it was an ego thing, and after 90 days, like, I relapsed. And, you know, like, when I went back to treatment in July, so my clean date is July 3rd.
Oh, dude.
So
you're right there with Matty Ice.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
that's
we're
what's up, bro.
right there together.
That's awesome.
You know, that's when I realized I need to open up about these things. You know, but I look forward to touching on all this when I'm down there.
Yeah, man.
You know, I just want to call and check in with you guys real quick and give listening to Matt. You know, I need to hear the story that he's had today. You know, there's always something I take out of whoever is speaking, no matter where it is. So,
yeah, dude.
You're doing what you're doing, Matt. You know, it's inspiring to see how far you've come in the short time like that I've known you and the things I've seen you do. You know, it's amazing. And, you know, just keep killing it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Well, hey, Josh, we look forward. And, you know, I want to send my condolences for you losing your mother a year ago. But we love you, bro. We're excited to have you down here, down in the Baltimore area. Gang, gang, bro.
Love you, bro, and I'll see you guys soon.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for calling.
All right. You're welcome. Bye.
So that was Josh, and he's going to be the next podcast guest here. He's coming down from Connecticut to It Takes a Village with B-Rain, you know, and I'm trying to give away a ticket, so that ticket is still available, right? Come on, let him know. Let him know.
If you don't
Matt.
call, I'll call.
Matt's about to call live on the podcast into the podcast to win a ticket. Unreal. So, yeah, It Takes a Village featuring B-Rain with special guests Joe Nestor, M1, Jam Walker, The Kid M, Prospect, and Los at Baltimore Soundstage.
Soundstage.
Soundstage. 6 p.m. Sunday, February the 24th. Get your tickets now. Yo, you want to get that hitter, bro. And that hitter is that ticket. And I got it available for you. Yo, why don't you hold this up? Let them know, you know, as Rem 1 would say.
You don't want to be that person and be like, oh, I wish I would have went.
Yeah, man.
Get it.
And even, like, if you have somebody in mind and you can't make it, but you know someone who would like to go, and you just want to give them that hitter, you know, give them that ticket, and just call in, let them know, as Rem 1 would say. Unreal, Matt. So, yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad that Josh called, dude, and expressed his gratitude for everything that we're doing here with We Are Cloud Gang. We got about 15 minutes, man, so what do you want to talk about?
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. We can talk about whatever, man. Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming. Oh, we got another caller. Thanks for calling the A.live podcast. Who am I speaking with?
This is Matt's mom.
Oh, what's up? How you doing? What's your name, Matt's mom?
Gail.
Gail. Nice to meet you, Gail. I hope to meet you in person at It Takes a Village. Are you coming to the show?
Sure you have met her. Maybe
I don't know.
Well, we hope to see you there. We hope to see you there. I'm sure I'll meet you eventually, but yeah, what did you want to talk about?
I just wanted to say how grateful I am that I still have my son.
Oh, and that's real right there, you know, because the disease of addiction can take lives.
How grateful I am to Brian for helping him to get into treatment the last time, and for the whole recovery family who has been helping him.
That's
Very
awesome.
Grateful.
That warms my heart, Gail. Just, you know, to have you call in and express your gratitude for everything that, you know, Matt's been able to do in his recovery, and just that he is still here with us. He is alive, you know?
Yes.
So.
Wow. We love you, Matt.
I love you too, Mom.
All right. Well, thanks for calling, Gail. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Did you want did you want to call in for that free ticket?
I could take it for somebody, I guess.
Well, then it's yours. It's yours.
Somebody else wants it, though. We can buy our own.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure that Matt gets that to you. So.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for
again.
calling. Yep. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So how do you feel about that, man?
Good.
Hey, I think your mic went out again. Jiggle the. You
Hello?
there? Gang, gang, bro. We
You hear me?
there. I can hear you.
Wiggle it more.
No, you're good. If you can hear yourself in your headphones,
Hey.
then everyone else can hear you.
Hello.
So how do you feel about that, man?
Good, man. It's good to actually hear it.
Yeah, dude.
I know they probably think it a lot, but like just hearing it just makes it so much better.
Yeah.
But there's stuff I need to work on a lot, like a lot. Just like I take care of myself on the outside, like out of my house, but like need to start taking care of like and cleaning up and everything after myself, Mom.
Hey, bring the mic up towards your face. Yeah, you're the worst at this. I have to keep reminding you. It's all good.
But no, it's a blessing to still have my family and that they're still there and they've never gave up on me.
Yeah,
I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
and like things that, like I was making paper airplanes with my nephew for like 30 minutes, and I would never like even been around if I was still getting high. And
that's real.
Just being able to be there and just, I don't know. I'm just grateful today.
Yeah,
for
man.
A lot.
Look, I'm grateful that your mom called in, man. The hotline's been jamming today. You know, this is the most anybody's ever. You know, the listeners have called in, and I'm grateful for that, man. Just to have, I wouldn't say a fan base, because anybody that's tuned in right now and watching, you know, they just they're practicing. Most of them are practicing the spiritual principles this program has to offer, and practicing the spiritual principles in the program and reaping the benefits of those spiritual principles, I should say, that this program has to offer. You know, I hope that made sense, because in my mind it didn't. Like I'm tired. I'm beat, bro.
And also I wanted to say, like, I never was gonna share the part where I had a learning disability, but like ever since I spoke at a treatment center and spoke out about it, like somebody gave me feedback on it and was happy I shared it. So like, don't be, I'm guessing I'm saying this for myself and others, don't be ashamed of who you are and anything along those lines, because it might help somebody else out, whether you know it or not.
Yo, that is the most selfless thing that I think I've ever heard anybody share on the podcast, and that's so true, man. Just like sharing an experience that you may be a little bit shameful about. Maybe there's somebody else out there that's struggling, and maybe that's the barrier that's keeping them from staying clean, because they feel less than because they might have a learning disability, or they might, be deaf in one ear, or they might, have a deformity on their face or something. Who knows what it could be? Anything, Don't be ashamed of that, man. That's what makes you a unique individual. And you should embrace that. So,
and if people like you, they're gonna like you for who you are.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Just continue being you, and you'll be loved for it.
And you'll shine, bro. You'll shine when you step out from whatever is keeping you from reaping the benefits of the rewards of this program, man. Step out into that, because you might even find it's your calling. Hey, I have a learning disability, but I'm in recovery, and I want to help other people out. And you never know what that could be, because you said you're a mason, you do masonry work, man. You're probably likelihood of you doing that the rest of your life.
Yeah, I don't think about it. So I'm just, I don't know.
It's probably not gonna.
I don't know where I'm gonna be tomorrow. I don't know where I'm
Correct.
gonna be a week from now. Just
Correct.
Gotta live day by day, moment by moment.
One day at a time, bro. That's one of those cliches that you hear in the program.
Can't get ahead of yourself.
Correct. So it's a one day, one moment, 1 second at a time program, man. So I don't know. I really don't have anything else. I think this has been a great podcast, man. It really has been one of my favorites that I've done thus far. And there's been a lot of good ones out there, man. Every podcast has been cool, but this one's been real cool.
Thanks for having me.
Yo, thanks for coming,
honor.
man. Yeah, dude. So I'm just gonna throw out one last time. It Takes a Village, featuring B-Rain. Make sure if you like music, you like hip hop music, you like rock music, we're gonna bring you both of those flavors. February 24th at Baltimore Soundstage. Go to www.ticketmaster.com. In the search bar, just type in "It Takes a Village" featuring B-Rain, and you can get your tickets for $12 a pop. Gang, gang, bro. So that's about all we have today. I want to thank everybody for watching. We love our listeners here on the A.live podcast. And make it a great Sunday, man. Go out there and live your life, Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Subscribe now at A.live Panda on YouTube.